10 Victoria Cross heroes, their stories 100 years in the making. The befitting pomp and ceremony marked the start of a new exhibit at the Durham Light Infantry Museum, which tells the remarkable account of these serving soldiers during the First World War.
So it's part of our First World War centenary commemorations, and it's also an opportunity to tell stories around another project that's happening, which is the production and the laying in the community of commemorative stones to mark the actions of each man that won the Victoria Cross. So we have the 7 County Durham paving stones on display in the gallery. It's the first time all of these stories have really been told in one place through an exhibition for some time.
And surviving descendants of the DLI heroes came from the length and breadth of the country to honour their relatives, some of whom made lasting connections on the battlefield.
Also in High Wycombe, where we're from and where Frederick Ewins is from, there's a road named after him. There's also a school which has a house named after him, and he came from a very humble upbringing. His father was a basket maker. I think it's absolutely amazing. You can see so much hard work has gone into putting this exhibition together, and just to see all the exhibits and the medals, it just brings it more alive. You see what strong, brave men these were, and they were so young.
He rescued his commanding officer who'd been shot through both thighs, and he carried him on his back through the mud until he found a trench where he could leave him safely and go and get help, and then insisted on going back, showing them exactly where Philip Brown was. And then they brought him back, and Philip Brown said to him, "You're a hero, Kenny." Unfortunately, Philip Brown died of his injuries. And I can remember my grandfather. I was 8 when he died, but I do remember him, and I can remember him bouncing me on his knee and singing to me. He was a lovely man.
And one of the things that we have featured in the exhibition is actually an account by Philip Brown's mother of travelling to Buckingham Palace to meet him when he was awarded his Victoria Cross. So we have this very, very middle class lady from a very rarefied background turning up unannounced at Buckingham Palace to meet this big Durham miner that she's never met before. She was so desperate to meet this man who had gone to such great lengths to save the life of her son.
The bond between the Kenny and Brown family remains to this very day, and it's hoped that the commemorative stones at the heart of the For Valour exhibit will keep that spirit alive for generations to come.
A large number of the family are hoping to come up and see it laid, which will be 4th of November this year. I've been overwhelmed, to be quite honest, and so many people have wanted to talk to us and are so interested. It's just wonderful, really thrilled to bits with it, and I'm looking forward to telling the rest of the family all about it, and I'm sure they'll be wanting to come up and see this wonderful exhibition.